Hello, my name is John and welcome to another episode on Mono Story. Today we're going to be talking about the Master Swordsman from Kagurabachi. So let's get our Magatsumi and let's dive right into it. The Master Swordsman was a friend of Kunishige, the father of Chihiro, and the user of Magatsumi, one of the 7 legendary swords. He was considered to be an upstanding character, and he was the leader of the other 5 swordsmen, making the total of 6. There was also a contract system made by Kunishige that if the Master Swordsman was to be deleted, then all the other 5 swordsmen would also be deleted. This was considered to be a fail-safe contract system so that no other individual could use these legendary swords. After the surrender of the enemy and the peace treaty was signed, somehow the Master Swordsman got corrupted and lost his mind, committing a genocide of over 200,000 people. His strength was so powerful that it took the other 5 swordsmen to capture him, and now he's sitting in a cell made by the Kamunabi, who are the current protectors of modern Japan. We are first introduced to the Master Swordsman in the Urakusaichi arc, or the auction arc as other people like to call it. This is where Kyora, one of the family members of the Sazanami, and he was holding an auction that sells lots of different things. Chihiro basically arrives and interrupts this auction with the help of Shiba and Hakuri, and in this process, Kyora wants to keep the auction going, so he rips out Magatsumi, and he is suddenly possessed by the Master Swordsman, however only holding a fraction of its power, and in that moment he tries to stop it but succumbs to its power, and it shows such strength, such force when it rips out that butterfly effect and the use of nature and bugs and how it shows it can just destroy anything in its path, but in the process it takes Kyora and his life. Now, why is the Master Swordsman such a cool or interesting character? Why is he important? Well, firstly, we have to think about his strength. He sounds like he is going to be this really strong character because he was in control of the other 5 swordsmen and he was given all of the power. Kunishige trusted him so much that he was able to have all the control that if he dies, everyone else dies. That is really crazy. The second thing is, will he even be a bigger villain in the future? We're not sure right now. He could be working with the Hishaku, the enemies of the story, but we are unsure right now, right? All we know is that he did some mass destruction with his ability, causing great harm to the other people that were even surrendering in the war. And this goes on to the question, why did he go crazy? So there's a few ideas I have for this. The first could be he is being possessed. This is similar to how Joey was being possessed by Merrick in the show Yu-Gi-Oh! And in that case, it's another person controlling the Master Swordsman. Another case could be that inside of him somewhere, there's something that is controlling him. This could be the case similar to Naruto and how he lost his abilities to control himself due to the Nine Tails taking over his body. And the last speculation I have is that it is the sword, Magatsumi, that is controlling him and his abilities to control himself. And this can be seen similar to Bleach and how in one of the arcs there's the sword that actually controls the wielder, not the other way around. That's how one of the captains had 2 Zanpakutos. It wasn't 2, one of them was actually controlling him and draining his life force. And this could be the same case for the Master Swordsman. So I think after all this information, the Master Swordsman is such a really interesting character. There's so much more potential for our story in Kagurabachi that I think he is just waiting to be used. I think we're going to see a lot from him during an arc that goes back into the past. So this might be an arc that covers the war and what happened during it, which I'm really excited if they do that because we get to see the 6 legendary swordsmen in their prime. That will be so cool. But I think that will be the time where we find out what happened to the Master Swordsman. Until then, I want to hear what you have to tell me about the Master Swordsman. Do you think he's a good character or not, and why? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you haven't already liked, subscribed, and pressed the bell button, please do so, and I will see you on another Mono Story.